we as YouTube content creators kind of try to innovate and stay ahead of the curve so that we can be groundbreaking, even though what are we doing but just filming our life.
Ryan, I had a brilliant idea.
What was the brilliant idea?
Okay, what if they remade things like Dragon Tales into like horror movies? Or
okay.
maybe not a horror movie,
I
but just
don't
remade it.
mind that actually, but it'd have to be real life ones.
Yeah, no, it would have to be. It wouldn't be a cartoon. It would be like a completely redone.
Because cartoon
and turning it into a really cool movie, like an action Harry Potter-ish style Dragon Tales. How about it?
Yeah.
I'm just listening to Dragon Tales because the kids are watching on Netflix. That was one of my childhood movies that I used to watch all the time. That was one that I was like, I wonder if they remade that, how cool they could make it. Probably really awesome. Anyways, I'm cleaning the kitchen and we're getting ready to go look at a couple houses tonight. I'm just scrubbing. And I cleaned the dirtiest part of the kitchen almost always, which is this part right here. Usually there's so much junk under there, underneath where the kids eat and on the chairs, and they're all sticky and slimy and scary for anybody else to sit in. But it's all clean, yay! I made a delicious dinner for on the go. So you know the Red Lobster biscuits? You can buy those just at Walmart and stuff. Anyways, Michael loves those. I had some frozen chicken that I had baked up, ready to be able to just use it for anything that I needed it for. I was like, oh no, I don't have enough time to make dinner and this is gonna be really hard because we're going to look at houses tonight. I really need to have some good food made that's easy to eat on the road. So I made these rolls. Don't they look delicious, these Red Lobster biscuits? I was gonna just cut them in half and put chicken in the middle, and then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna wrap the chicken on the inside because it was pre-cooked with some cheese, and so they're really good. Let's take a look there. So it's got chicken in the inside and cheese on the inside, and it's just overall delicious, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm probably not gonna film while we're looking at houses because I just don't want to show, I don't want to be the weirdo that pulls out a camera and starts filming their house, you know, because it's still their house, whoever it is that we're looking at their house. So I won't be showing you guys that, but when we pick a house, I will definitely show you guys that. Okay? Okay.
Got a beautiful lady right here, and she is eating some food and watching the shade tard basil. Tell me about this cookie you got.
It's made of bananas, cocoa, a little bit of vanilla, muscle milk, PB2, so dried peanut butter, a little bit of almond milk.
Yeah, all sorts of healthy goodness.
And they're really good.
Yeah? You like them, huh?
You know what?
What, dear?
At the end of the day, I just have to have me time, you know?
Just chillax.
Do whatever I want.
And I just got done watching the X-Files finale. Are any of you guys watching the new X-Files season?
Are you all excited and you want to talk to somebody about it, but I don't watch it, so you're like, aww. Is that how you feel right now?
Yeah, a little bit. But also, it's a cliffhanger. There are rumors that they're gonna do another season, but it's unknown at this point, unconfirmed.
It's like all of the
X-Files
are unconfirmed.
Everything, it's always unsolved. But this is like the biggest cliffhanger I've ever seen them do, like,
what?
Seriously. I think
Probably
it's gonna
because
be cool.
they started X-Files again, and now that they started again, they have to compete with a lot of other really good shows.
That's true. That's actually really true. And I have noticed in this most recent season, it's very different than the original X-Files. It's a lot more extreme and in your face.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot more powerful and direct.
Like redo it.
Yeah.
An overhaul.
I think they do have a lot of other TV shows that are very powerful, you know, because media and video has changed over the years. It's become a lot more powerful, and people have a lot higher expectations. They expect a specific level of quality.
Yeah.
You can't get away with the 90s quality videos.
Yeah, like
anymore.
when we were talking about The Bourne, what's The Bourne?
Yeah, The Bourne Identity.
The very first one of the Bourne series. That one, in my mind, was like, holy cow, this is so amazing. But when we went back and watched it just a few months ago, I was like, really?
Yeah.
because I've been watching better ones, but they're all based off of like that original kind of feel of like the spy movies and stuff, but it wasn't as good as the ones that they're making now, but it was like the original that broke the ice for all the others. So in my mind it was like just as good, just as amazing, even though it really wasn't, because you know, they slowly get better as they go, I think. Right.
And I think that's kind of like how it was for Star Wars. When Star Wars first came out forever ago, episodes 4, 5, and 6, that was like groundbreaking, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing in the entire world. But if Star Wars, the same episodes were to come out now as they are, they'd be a flop. Nobody would watch it because it's like nothing new, you know, and everybody's trying to like think of, you know, how to make the next big, what's going to be the next Star Wars, the next Harry Potter, you know, just because those were such big, groundbreaking, game-changing everything, you know. So I don't know, it's just kind of interesting to see how the X-Files is kind of trying to be more modern in their approach, but I like it.
But also kind of
I like it. It's
shout outs to the original. Right?
Yeah, but I like the more extreme, the more suspenseful, you know.
Well, they've got to keep up with the times. If you don't keep up with the times, you're just going to die out.
You're going to get left behind.
And it's really sad.
You're going to get left behind.
It's true.
It's absolutely true.
You know, it's so interesting to me because I feel like having things like Netflix and Hulu have broken ground for revitalizing old TV shows.
Yeah.
Where, like, when I was a kid, my mom would tell me about an old TV show, and I would be like, that's nice, you know, but like there was no way of finding it. TV shows, you couldn't go.
You couldn't just go on the internet and just watch them all.
Well, you couldn't go on the internet, but I don't even remember being able to rent TV shows from like Blockbuster.
No, they didn't have them.
They didn't have TV shows. So once you watched a TV show, it was a TV show, and that was it.
I remember actually putting in a cassette tape into our VCR and recording episodes of Smallville so that we could watch it later, because otherwise we would miss it, and that was it, you know? And that was how it used to be, and that wasn't that long ago. That was only 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It really wasn't that long ago. When you think about it, 15 years, so much has changed in technology and the internet and everything.
And you know, it does my heart good when I see my kids playing Sonic, because we bought like, it's a Sega Genesis, but it has a place to insert the game, but then it has tons of games already programmed onto it. They can get on and play all of these Sonic the Hedgehog games that I grew up on. It just makes me so happy to hear the same things coming out of their mouth, them walking around the house, you know, like singing songs from it, or things like that, or saying, "No, Dr. Robotnik!" I'm just like, yes!
Well, the other day, James was like, we were just playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and so we decided to watch Sonic the Hedgehog, and so they were turning on Sonic on Netflix and watching Sonic the Hedgehog.
You know what, though? What is it teaching us? Because that's the interesting thing. As a child, we would have to... We had to be patient. There was no other choice.
You had to wait.
There was
2 hours of cartoons in the afternoon after school before all the nighttime TV shows. Yeah. That was it. And then you have to wait till Saturday morning to see new episodes. And that was it.
Cartoons,
and if you didn't wait, you know, that's all there was to it. And now these kids will blow through an entire series, you know, in a couple weeks. And for me, it was like a year, and you watch one season.
Yeah, well, it's so insane. And in a way, it's interesting because you can like pick and choose what you want to see or what you want your kids to see. I mean, obviously they'll get onto shows that when we're not watching or whatever, they'll get onto other shows too. But our kids, technically, we could raise our kids almost exactly like 90s kids, except they wouldn't be patient. That's all. They
can watch all the same shows, play all the same games, and not have to wait for any of it. They could be 80s kids, 90s kids, 2000s kids, all of that, all in one, just because they could do all of it in a short period of time.
Well, yeah, and you know, going to school, there was people who would love vintage things, or they would like kind of be stuck in the past a little bit, but just love it. Now it's like anybody can do that. It could be normal for everybody, you know. Everybody knows what Dragon Tales is. I don't know, you know.
So my thought is now, okay, let's think about YouTube. YouTube's been around for 10 years now. Yeah. How has YouTube evolved? I know that YouTube is quality, like the creators who put up videos on YouTube have evolved and changed and matured so much with their content that I think that's changed. But I think about vloggers. You know, how has the vlogging community changed over the last, 10 years? And how is it going to continue to change? And how can we as YouTube content creators kind of try to innovate and stay ahead of the curve so that we can be groundbreaking, even though what are we doing but just filming our life?
When vlogging first started, nobody had ever done it before, and it was just so different because you got to have an eye into somebody else's life, like their real life.
Any vlogger was groundbreaking at that time. All of them were like, "Oh my gosh, this is incredible!" But now so many people are vlogging.
Like, I could watch this person, and it's his real life.
Yeah.
That reality shows, yeah, but none of them are real. Right. Like, they're scripted, and you just kind of hope that they're real, right? But they're not. And so, like, to be able to see a real reality show was so groundbreaking and so interesting. And now I think that truly, if you want to be a vlogger that succeeds, which I want to be,
how do you set yourself apart from the group, the mass?
Right, because there's so many.
How do you set yourself apart from all the other vloggers?
It's just like when we started photography, you know, it's so saturated. The market is so saturated. You have to be better. You have to do better. And honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I feel like I'm ripping you off a little bit. Like, I feel like I'm not doing my best, but I am not planning to throw this channel away, you know? Like, I know that I can do better with the beach house and with filming during the day. It's just been really crazy lately, and I don't want to just be making excuses. I'm being honest, you know? I spent probably in the last week like 10 hours on the phone just calling realtors and stuff like that, trying to set up stuff. So anyways,
but that is life. That is life. No, because what we vlog is our life. You know, we're sharing our life with the world, and so to say things are crazy lately, okay, well, show us. You know, that's what the vlogging is all about. We want to show you how our life has been crazy, because it has.
And that's how I need to improve, really.
Right.
Like, I know that it's no fun just to say, this is what I did today while I'm sitting on the couch and not doing
And yet anything. Here we are, sitting on the couch,
right?
This is what we did today.
No, we're having a good conversation.
This is a good conversation, but we need to be better about vlogging while it's happening, like in the moment.
Yeah, but you know, when I've got one baby in my hands and another one screaming and another one doing something so cute,
and another one peeing its underwear because it's still learning how to use the toilet. It's a real thing.
Then it's like, that was so cute. I can't do anything about it. Oh well. Maybe I'll tell them about it later, you know? That's
and if you were to pull out the camera during that time, all you would see is this. Shut up! Oh, you're a stupid kid! This is my life right now. I'm so tired and exhausted. Like, that's really all it would be, is just exasperation, frustration, tiredness. Right?
You're right.
You're right. That's right. That's been our life for the last couple weeks.
But when I say that we're getting close to being able to just have YouTube as our only job, we really are. It's only a matter of time. It's just a matter of time if we're patient with it and we give it a little bit more time. And the thing is, once we're able to just focus on YouTube, we can make much better vlogs. And by better, I mean show you some more of the nitty-gritty and show you instead of telling you what things are going on, and also have more adventures because we'll have more time together as a family to go actually do stuff.
I think the biggest difference is a lot of vlogging people have another job while they vlog, at least when they're first getting started. But we kind of have two, because not only do I have my full-time job, but we're also trying to build pins and things, which takes all of our extra spare time is working on pins and things. Yeah. And so when we're juggling all those things, it makes it really hard to do fun stuff with the family and get out there and do something other. Plus it's winter, and winter sucks, and it's cold outside.
It wouldn't stink so bad if we just weren't in the house all day.
That's true. Yeah, get outside and do stuff.
Do stuff soon.
Very soon. Yep.
It's going to be great for a lot of reasons.
It's going to be a good year.
We're going to probably be in a different house. We're going to be able to go outside. We're going to be able to do a lot more fun things, and we'll show you, and you'll come with us.
Yep, this is gonna be a great year.
This is gonna be our year.
I think that's what we decided. Is that what we decided? This is gonna be a good year.
I feel like a couple years ago I decided it was gonna be my very best year, and then last year I decided I was gonna have an even better year, and I did. And this year is gonna be the best so far.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It just keeps getting better and better, huh?
Yep.
Hard work, determination, and a little bit of a good sense of humor.
Elbow grease. Lots of elbow grease.
Lots of elbow grease. And you gotta do a lot.
Yeah, you gotta be able to laugh at yourself, that's for sure.
Okay, I think that's it.
All right.
Long video here.
That's okay.
It is good. It's good. Let us know.
Good conversation.
Let us know what you guys think the future of vlogging would be.
Yeah.
How is vlogging gonna evolve in the next 10 years?
Let us know what you think our future on YouTube is going to be. Now that's an interesting
Any fortune tellers out there?
Yes.
the future of the beach
Please
house.
tell us, please.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Pause the game. Okay, who's ready for salad? Me! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Two big soda.
Yay! Okay, so what we've got.